Hi guys and welcome to what is the final episode of Football Manager 2017 as Chelsea. And what an episode to leave it off with. The FA Cup final just now against Spurs for the Champions League final against Bayern, looking to complete the clean sweep. So we've got a good record against Spurs. We're going into this one with a boost that Asensio's back and can take in that position behind Lewandowski again. So let's just do a quick scan, make sure we've got the full team here. Azpilicueta does not play because we're preparing for the Champions League, in which he's suspended. So the team: Courtois, Lindelof, Zuma, Luiz, which I prefer that way around for some reason, Alonso, Kante, Matic, Musonda, Asensio, Hazard and Lewandowski. I'm going to tell Hazard and Lewandowski both to pick it up. Criticise recent form. Form's been declining, pick yourself up. Same for you, Hazard. Form's been declining, pick yourself up. Okay, so they both reacted well to that. Hopefully they can take that into these two games and impress and win the trophies. So here we go. Lewandowski's also 2 goals off of being the top scorer in this competition. Let's have a little look at the preview of the lineups here. They're playing Lloris, Walker, Alderweireld, Wimmer, Rose, Ali and Dyer, Lamela, Eriksson, Chadli and Origi. And I think is Dele Alli carrying a knock? No. I thought somebody looked like they were carrying a knock. Eric Dyer it is that's carrying a knock. Okay. Let's show some passion. That's what we said before the United game where there's a foul by Matic. The United game actually started with Azpilicueta with a little niggly foul like that, and then he absolutely lunged in 2-footed and got red carded. We still went on to win, interestingly. Lamela now, it's Nasser Chadli, it's away by Lindelof, good defending. Musonda chasing down this one as Kevin Wimmer picks it up. He goes back the way to Lloris as Spurs can build from the back. Alderweireld now, lobs it forward, headed away by Zuma. Dyer down to Dele Alli though. Here's Eriksson, out wide to Chadli, nice touch. Inside, back to Rose. Rose to Dyer and Chadli. And Eriksson. Good movement from Spurs. Nice flick towards Origi. Great play from him. He's wide. He whips and Lamela scores. And Lamela scores. His 6th goal of the season. 1-0 to Tottenham here. I've actually got a horrible feeling something similar to this happened last season. Asensio to Kante now. Kante racing on, plays it to Lindelof, his ball in, keeper comes, Wimmer away though, Alonso, my days, fucking hell, what a hit. Lewandowski scores, it must have just bounced off Lewandowski, what a hit by Alonso. And Lewandowski now is 1 away from being the top goal scorer, joint with Marcus Rashford. Of course a hat-trick would see him the top goal scorer in this competition as well as the Premier League. I don't actually know who the top goal scorer in the EFL Cup was. Hazard putting in another shoddy performance though, as Asensio delivers a corner. Zuma flicks it on. Luiz, acres of space, but he's put it over. Should have done better there, David Luiz. With a chance like that. A big game like this. Zuma in the book. It's a tight, tense, nervy cup final. Walker in the book. I think this is going to be half time at 1-1 here. David Luiz in the book. Oh great, both centre backs in the book. Do we change them both? Do you know what, let's change them both. Azpilicueta can come on. Can't do that in the next game, but we can do it now. Let's just encourage them. Hazard skips past Lamela now. Come on, quick second half goal. Hazard's still going. Dyer heads it away though. Come on, statistically we're doing much better than them now, much more shots than them. Of course on targets, still lacking for both sides. Kante tripping Eriksson, oh and it's a booking for Kante. Moussa Dembele on for Dele Alli. Hazard still flattering to deceive. Ditto with Musonda. Eriksson forward, easy for Alonso to cut out, but he's given it away. Eric Lamela now was set up by Origi and then returns a favour with an offside against Divock Origi. Thank God for that, because that was terrible from Alonso. as much as the first goal was an absolute thunderbolt from him, which obviously must have deflected in off Lewandowski. That would have been horrific for him. Golo Kante now is coming off for Fabregas, try and get a bit more quality and try and get an old Arsenal man on here against Spurs. 80 minutes gone now, switched out to Mazonda but nicked by Rose. Son to Dembele. They look a much better side than us here for some reason. Spurs, it's over the top. It's Origi. It's 2-1. And this is not a good start to this blockbuster episode here. Origi's absolutely ripped us to bits. He set up the first goal after tormenting the defence. And then he's obviously broke away to score that goal there, which could well win them the cup. 85 minutes now, we're looking to drag this past 90 minutes. Hazard skips past one. Asensio, Azpilicueta, can he play it in? No, he shoots and it's in! Hugo Lloris with a bit of a howler. Azpilicueta gets a goal. Sadly, that also can't happen in the Champions League final because Azpilicueta, as we know, will be suspended for that game. But what a goal that is to take this to extra time. Come on, one goal's all we need, guys. Hopefully, Spurs should be broken by the fact that they couldn't hold out. Don't expect it, but hopefully. Asensio now, can we get the goal early on here? Whipped in, deflected. Borja away, will be picked up by Mazonda though. Christensen surrounded. Azpilicueta, great challenge by Rose. The break is well and truly on here. Origi's in. Sorry, Borja's in. Chance to be a hero. We're getting back. He's held it. He's whipped it. Lamela, and it's the exact same goal again for Eric Lamela. Unbelievable. I know we flood forward for our set pieces, but what the hell was that at the back? Absolute shambles. Lamela now in the book. About 10 minutes left to go. No, sorry, 20 minutes left to go for us to try and rescue this again. The fact that we have to do a second rescue job is an absolute shambles, and I don't see how nobody has a bad rating when somebody's been at fault for these shocking goals. Terrible, absolutely terrible. We can't even shout at them yet. Okay, corner, here we go. Fabregas whips it in, who wants it? Goes deep. Headed away by Borja. Should be picked up by Marcos Alonso. Now let's get it back in. Look how quickly Spurs push out though. Son now coming forward. Looking to end the game. Borja, easy for Lamela. And it's over the bar somehow. That should be 4. We should be completely out of this. Hopefully we can take heart by the fact that we're not. And now what we're going to have to do, I'm afraid, we're going to have to absolutely gung-ho this. It's a complete mess. This is what it's going to take, sadly. Pump the ball into the box. Absolute Route 1 stuff. We're playing a 1-3-1-3-2. Asensio. Free kick! And it's in. Whew. How the hell a 1-3-1-3-2 managed to work, I do not know. But let's take it. Actually, let's just reload this. Oh no, we can't because we altered the formation. How did it look again? It was something like this, wasn't it? Yeah. That's what it was like. Oh, this is a ball-playing defender. Okay. Asensio with a late goal. Special free kick. Let's stay attacking, see if we can't hurt them. Oof, something's going to happen. I'm very nervous about what way this goes. Dyer now takes his time, lobs it forward. Borja manages to get it to Wanyama. Eriksson now. Oh god, I have a horrible feeling about this. Lamela, it's going to be that same goal again, isn't it? It's exactly The same goal. Again. That's unbelievable. That is absolutely unforgivable. That's 3 times they scored exactly the same goal. And this time it's getting crossed for Son rather than Lamela. There's a minute left to go. I cannot see us doing it again. We've paid the price for some horrific defending. We've been bailed out to drag it to extra time. We were almost bailed out to drag it to penalties. But once again, we have lost to Spurs when it counted. 4-3 Spurs. Shambles. Absolute shambles. And now let's actually just confirm my suspicions. I think 3-0 last season. Why does it do that? Why does it not properly show you the whole fixtures? Let's just... Where's the FA Cup? FA Cup matches, final last year. No, not semi-final. Where are we? There, 4-0 last year it was. It was 4-0. Whatever. It was 4-0. We've seen it 2 years in a row. Spurs have beat us for the FA Cup. That was a shambles of a display. And now we have to go play Bayern Munich off the back of that. Off the back of 3 games with no win. We have to go play Bayern for the Champions League. Defensive positioning, because my god, that was atrocious. I'm not confident about this now. I'm going into this game feeling probably like the players feel. I think we can get a hiding here. I feel like rather than finishing this save on a high, we're going to go out looking like we've bottled it. Bayern coming into this one probably as German champions. Let's see. Bayern. Oh, they're second in the Bundesliga. Okay, they're not German champions. Bayer Leverkusen are German champions. But how's Bayern's form? Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. They lost at home to Napoli, but other than that, they haven't conceded a goal in quite some time. Whereas we've been absolutely all over the place recently. Well, here we go. Let's reselect the team from scratch. So Courtois can't be Azpilicueta, so in fact Zuma. Then it'll be Christensen and David Luiz. Or will it be Lindelof? It'll be Lindelof and David Luiz. Then on the left it'll be Alonso, the midfielders, Conte and Matic. On the right, Nsonda. In the middle, Asensio. On the left, Hazard. And up front it'll be former Bayern man Robert Lewandowski. Bench will be Lopez, Christensen, Ake, Fabregas, Chalobah and Werner, I suppose. Not exactly a great selection. Oh, we've missed a sub. What have we done? How did we miss a sub? Oh, we did. Oh well. We still have the correct team on. It's all right as long as I haven't made too much of an error. Neuer, Boateng, Hummels, Sule, Alaba, Kimmich, Vidal, Goretzka, Müller, Douglas Costa, and Griezmann. I don't think they're too much better than us, but we really need to believe. I'm telling them to concentrate this time, because they completely lost their heads against Spurs. So they better be up for it today. Right, Zuma now. Conte takes it down. Matic, we need to get the lead here. Don't fancy as if we go behind. Matic hits it well wide. But it's a good start. 5 minutes gone, controlling the game with the first chance. Sule tripped by Muzonda. Just warned by the ref. 10 minutes gone, 50-50. It's a free kick now. Delivered by Asensio. Boateng away. Hazard finds Kante, who hits it. Oh, Neuer saves. Good opening 17 minutes. Asensio's delivery now. Neuer will claim that. Neuer launches it. Come on, man. Alonso's going to lose this. No, he plays it to Hazard now. Hazard back to Alonso. Can he get it across? He does. It deflects. It's Matic. Can he hit it? He pokes it. It's Muzonda. It's the post. Oh! Absolute anguish. And Neuer with a goal kick long. Griezmann chases. Should be away by Luiz. It is. Asensio can't get there. Hummels. Muller over the top. Griezmann now. Trying to do what Origi did, but Courtois manages to save. It's been a good opening 25 minutes or so here. We've just about had the better of it, but Griezmann giving us a little warning about his quality at the other end. First booking now going to cut Zuma. Vidal now, everybody more or less in our half. Hummels, Sule. Vidal, Hummels, Sule. Just playing it around. Goretzka, Kimmich, Griezmann. Tries to play it in behind, and he does. It's Douglas Costa, and it's the same goal again. It's Thomas Muller. Ah, boy. Shambles. An absolute shambles. That's 4 goals in 2 games. We've conceded exactly the same way. Zuma to Asensio now. Zuma, Asensio. We need an equaliser here. It's Lewandowski. It's the post. It's the second shot that's come back off the post. I think the writing's on the wall here. It's going to be one of those games. Unfortunately, it's not some crappy little league game that doesn't matter. It's a Champions League final, and it's going to be a shocker. Zuma's coming off for Christensen, so Lindelof can go to the right back. And there's not much more I can say. We just have to keep plugging away and hoping. We'll encourage them. We've not been bad. We've actually been the better side. Hit the post twice. Neuer's had a good save. But Bayern had that one chance really and took it. And absolutely nothing. Half an hour just whizzes past. Now we need to overload this. Tell them to push forward, take risks. We at least better make a game at the end of this. If the literally second half just flies by, that'll be so disappointing. Boateng in the book. We're at 80 minutes now and it's desperation station. Kante's coming off for Werner. Let's try the two of them like that. It's not quite time to go one at the back, but we're getting there. That was Sanchez coming on. Okay, it's time for one at the back now. Just pump it into the box. Pfft, look at that, my god. What even is this? Suppose Fabregas can come in. Something should happen now. Even if it's a Bayern Munich counter, something should happen. Come on, give us something. Here we go, 89 minutes. At least something has to happen here. Alonso heads her away. Fabregas completely surrounded. It's going to break. Oh, come on. He should have brought that down. Kimmich to Coman. Forward for Griezmann. Luiz really has to deal with it. He does. It's Coman now, though. It's going to be a 2. It's going to be 2-0. It's going to be another goal. Coman now crosses it. Courtois catches. Right, come on. Launch it. Courtois launches it. Christensen flicks on. Lewandowski. Hazard, come on. Do we have a chance here? It's canning around. No. Sanchez takes an absolute eternity on the ball and we don't manage to pinch it. Douglas Costa now loses it to... No, he doesn't lose it to Lindelhof. Sanchez now. Vidal. Douglas Costa. It's in for Griezmann for 2. And there it is. I actually thought we had a chance when Lewandowski picked up on Christensen's flick on, but it's a horrible end to the campaign. It really is. It's 2-0 to Bayern after 4-3 to Spurs. And sadly, that's how I always think of these players now. As the players who choked. It's a shame. Unfortunately, it's a shame. But that is how our story ends. That is how the season ends. After such a good season, look at those last games. 4 games. Loss, draw, loss, loss. Lost 2 cup finals. And honestly, it doesn't feel like we're finishing as champions. It does not also feel like this was a better season than last season. We've done a double this season at least. The EFL Cup and the league. We choked the FA Cup final again. And we choked the Champions League final. In fairness, we probably shouldn't have actually gotten to the Champions League final. But it still doesn't feel right. Why was Trevoh Chalobah playing in a friendly? He actually looks not bad. Anyway. Yeah. Kind of gutted, to be honest. Kind of gutted about that. But that is how the story ends. I will say one thing to take away from this. Nobody can claim that these series that I do, these Let's Plays, no one can claim they're not real. You know, if there was any time to save the game before we started the episode and then quit and redo it and re-record it until we get a victory, it was this episode. And no, that's not what I'm like. That's not what I'm going to do. So when I have real triumphs here on the channel, like we did with Real Madrid when we won the Champions League in our last episode, they're real. I don't manufacture moments of glory, as this should certainly prove. It's been an interesting Let's Play playing as Chelsea. First of all, taking on Conte's team from last season, making sure we won that title, which we did. Then putting my own spin on it this season, retaining the title, going a bit better in some of the competitions, but ultimately I would have loved the blaze of glory of winning the 2 cups at the end. But it wasn't to be. So if you guys have enjoyed this series, please leave a like on the video, although I'm sure you didn't. I hope you didn't like seeing me get my ass kicked there in the last 2 games. But the next series will be coming along relatively soon. We'll be playing with the updated transfers, of course, with the window closing relatively recently in real life. Getting all that business 100% confirmed before I started any of those saves, and wanted, of course, to finish off with Chelsea and round out this save. But that's all. I will see you next time with a new series, with the new transfers, and hopefully that one can end in a blaze of glory unlike this one.